Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Scott Meshey here. In case this is your first time at the channel, I'm a professional motocross and supercross racer. And today we're going to be talking a little bit about shot race gear products. And the reason why is I really haven't done anything like this before. And I've been working with shot race gear since 2019. And honestly, I've really fallen in love with their products. Really, they're incredible people to work with. And they've been incredible as far as their quality of product and the work that they've done, even down to the sublimation of my logos. Honestly, head to toe is what we're running this year. And I really couldn't be happier. And I just wanted to take a little bit of time to talk to you guys about it because with it being a European company based out of France, there's not a lot of guys that have been riding with shot race gear over the past couple years. And they're re-entering into the United States, and why not talk about it a little bit and show you guys, what an incredible company they are. And at least what I notice myself, as somebody that demands the most out of these. So yeah, let's get right into it. All right, so one of the first things that I want to get into, because we're going to kind of go from head to toe, is the new Shot Core helmet. Let me tell you, this thing is absolutely incredible. I've worn a lot of top helmets over the years, a lot of top names that focus solely on helmets. I've also worn a couple of gear company helmets, and this is incredible. I will say something that the Shot Core helmet handles better than anything that I've ever experienced is how incredibly balanced it is and how incredibly balanced it sits on your head. So when you're riding, your helmet doesn't feel like it's tugging one way or the other. It feels very light, very balanced on your head. And especially when you start to get tired, that can help a lot with your ability to steer in corners because your helmet doesn't feel heavy one way or the other. You aren't dropping your head, which it causes you not to drop your shoulder and so on. And as a racer, that's something that I notice heavily. Obviously, these guys have really worked on their overall design of this quite well. All the way from their ventilation, which they have ventilation here in the top. They also have ventilation pieces here in the front. So overall, this helmet is very well equipped with ventilation, and you have vents out the back to help cause flow through to make sure that your head's staying nice and cool. It's equipped with the MIP system, the multi-directional impact protection system, which adds to the overall feeling of protection and makes sure that the real protection is real. And overall, this is just a slick looking helmet, and the paint on these is really incredible. This white has an incredible metallic finish that I have never seen, and it's really, truly a standout piece. Another big difference with the Shot Core helmet is the padding on the inside of this. It's a very unique feeling as far as how it sits on the head. It feels very solid around the top of the head, and it actually allows for the area around your ear not to feel like it's being pressed against or like your temple to be pressed against. It also sits very nicely on the cheek and the chin, so it feels very solid, and it's not like it's squeezing. It's not making you look like, a fish or anything like that. It's just a very, very well-rounded helmet, and it sits very well on the rider's head. All right, so our next piece, the goggles. The new Shot Core goggle, absolutely incredible. Overall frame and the construction of it, the way that it pressures your face, the foam, the feel of the foam is really great. It's definitely not like it's pushing up against, your face too hard. The biggest thing that I have noticed is the top to bottom field of vision seems to be a little bit greater than other goggles that I've used. Very, very similar as far as width. Another thing that I really love about these is the actual profile of the nose guard. It's not as intense as other goggles, and sometimes that can get hung up on the actual, the nose guard of the helmet. So they all fit together very well synonymously. The overall quality of the lens is really, really great. My favorite, personally, I'm a clear lens guy, and that's a huge thing, is you want to make sure that clear lens is as absolutely HD as you can possibly get. For me, it takes a lot to go to a tinted lens. And even my experience with the mirrored lens and the tinted lens on the ShotCore goggle, not really getting any mirroring. So it's overall, the overall feel, the comfort is truly there. So it doesn't matter really, top to bottom, you know, any level of riding, these goggles are really gonna fit your needs. All right, so next, of course, we gotta get into the main part. We gotta get to the gear. We gotta get to the jersey and the pants. So I'm gonna show you guys my jersey. So this is honestly probably my favorite, and it has been a consistent favorite, the Husky edition. What I guess you could say it's the Husky gear, the Husky gear. The Shot Aerolite gear is so incredible. Honestly, my favorite in all the time that I have used their stuff, the Aerolite has been my go-to. Especially the biggest reason why, the breathability. Absolutely amazing. These holes, you can go onto the website and read about the specifics, I guess what you want to call it, you know, and the specifics, you know, with regards to the characteristics, but I would almost say it's like laser holes. The breathability is so incredible, and the breathability doesn't at all compromise the integrity of these jerseys. I mean, I have taken some nasty lickings in these jerseys and on this gear, and it has not torn. It has really truly held up. You know, if you're a parent, it washes out nice, and you can't beat that. And the sublimation that they have done for me has been absolutely incredible. It is absolutely laser precise. Another big thing that I love about the Shot race gear, especially the Aerolite, is the collar. The collar feel, it doesn't ride too far up on your neck. It covers your chest protector, your roost guard, or anything like that. So it's a very comfortable feel regarding the neck and the collar area. Shoot, I don't really know what else to say. I mean, I can't really say enough about it. It's a more of a fitted feel, with it being more of a Euro style, but it's a very comfortable feel, and the fabric is very forgiving and it stretches, but it's not so tight or anything like that, that's going to cut off any circulation. It's just going to complement the rider, and it's going to complement the gear that he has under it. All right, so now we're going to move down to the pants, the Aerolite pants. I will say it's a little bit hard to hold these with the cast, so, you know, pardon how I'm holding them, but these are the pants for the Husky gear, the Husky gear. So biggest thing that I will say that I love about these pants is I guess the combination of material that's very flexible, more up towards the top here, versus here when you have, this would be more like an area where you have like your knee braces or knee pads and stuff like that. It's a little bit more rugged. You know, it's not going to poke through. It's very comfortable. You do have some padding here, and of course this incredible leather. I have never burned through this leather. I have never had it melt. I have never torn it ever. Absolutely incredible. And of course these are actual laser drilled holes. So these laser drilled holes kind of go throughout your, you know, thigh area, and then just above the knee, and that helps kind of create some airflow, you know, more up in through your body. And then I know you have on the back here, towards the bottom of the pant, you have some very mesh material, and that helps create some airflow as well. Overall keeps the pants light. This mesh material actually runs a good bit throughout the leg. So you have those laser drilled holes, and then you have that mesh material. And the system for tightening, so you kind of have some nice grip on the inside of the pants here. And the tightening system, very simple, just 2 straps on both sides and a traditional, I guess you could say the traditional kind of clicker zip type deal. And then on the back, so this is a bit of a different material on the back side, for these pants, which I would say, you know, the butt patch. So this is what's going to take the beating if you have a really intense gripper seat, like that Guts Racing seat back there. That is a butt ripper. I will tell you that very much. And if you aren't wearing gear that has a really solid area for your tush, it's going to get ripped up. Your butt's going to get ripped up, or the gear is going to get ripped up, no matter which way you cut it. So that is something that the guys at SHOT have taken care of, and that's something that you don't have to worry about. All right, next we're moving to the glove. So this is a newer glove with the guys at SHOT. This is the SHOT Race. Like, it literally says race. So you know when you put these on, it's time to go. And of course, my favorite color, red. While it doesn't necessarily go with the Husky stuff, unless we're going for a red, white, and blue, I mean, if you're wearing red, you got to be ready to race. So, you know, biggest thing with these guys that I have noticed that I don't find with any other gear brand is their area around the wrist when you put these gloves on is so forgiving and so helpful in fighting arm pump. It is absolutely unbelievable. And their Velcro is incredibly strong. Something that I don't ever have to worry about. That's something I had to be concerned about with other gear brands I've worn before, is the Velcro wearing out, or you know, by chance if one part was kind of splitting off of the actual, I guess you could say, the actual latch itself. Overall, I mean, very breathable, very well padded, very well, you know, protected. It has holes throughout, so you're going to be able to have breathability. And then you have some, you know, other ones. You have the SHOT Light glove, which is a little more flexible, a bit more, I would say, you know, geared towards if it's super hot out, or if you just don't want as much protection, you don't want as much fabric, you just want it to be loose and light. Obviously, it's not going to be fitting loose or anything like that, but it's not going to, you know, feel like you have fabric up against you. These are considerably more ventilated, but the quality of the leather, the quality of the padding is not going to let you down as far as grip. And to finish it off, we're going to talk about the SHOT Race 6 boot. I've really enjoyed the opportunity to try these out. I would say that these are geared really for kind of your everyday rider. One thing that I have noticed is that they have a little bit more of like a closer to like an Alpine Star or a CD feel. One thing I noticed is that the toe box is a little bit tall, which is something that was a little bit different feeling for me, at least just compared to other boot brands that I've worn. You know, it's very unique. One thing I will say that I have noticed that the SHOT boot does really, really well compared to others is the inside of this boot has a ton of area for grip. So from all the way from the top to the bottom, you have areas where that boot is going to really help grip the frame for you, which is super important for, you know, bike control. When I've been able to test these boots out on Supercross, that is a huge thing that I felt, is the ability for that boot to grip the side of the bike, which is a really, really great feeling. Overall, very comfortable. I mean, the buckles are really, really high quality. It doesn't feel like you're putting your foot into a boot and you have to conform to the boot. It feels like the boot conforms to you, which is a really, really unique feeling. You know, if you want more, I guess, details, I would say, about the boots or any of the products here on this table, anything from head to toe, tear-offs, goggles, lenses, helmets, anything like that, be sure to head over to their site. Obviously, I'm just here to tell you what it is that I feel, some things that I've noticed as a professional racer and somebody that's, you know, tested the stuff to the max. I'm going to be doing some more stuff like this. So, you know, if there's things that you guys would like to see or you want to hear about, put some comments down there and let me know what it is that you want to see. Overall, thank you guys for taking the time. Appreciate you. Please like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you head over to the website. Trust me, you're missing out if you don't. Thanks, guys.